Why relaxation feels stressful after burnout. One of the most confusing parts of burnout recovery happens in moments that should help. Moments of rest. Moments with no demands. Because instead of relief, something else appears. Restlessness. Unease. Irritation. Sometimes anxiety. And people wonder. Why can't I relax anymore? There is finally time off. No deadlines. No pressure. Nothing urgent. Yet the body feels uncomfortable. Sometimes worse than during work. So people assume something is wrong. Maybe they forgot how to relax. Maybe stress permanently changed them. Or maybe they are simply bad at recovery. But this reaction is more common than people realize. And it is not about willpower. It is about how the nervous system learns safety. Because relaxation is not just a decision. It is a state the nervous system must allow. And after long-term stress, relaxation can feel unsafe. During chronic pressure, the system adapts to constant activation. Deadlines. Responsibility. Problems to solve. The body learns that staying alert is necessary. Tension becomes normal. Being switched on feels predictable. And predictable feels safe. Even when exhausting. Over time, calm becomes unfamiliar. And unfamiliar states are often treated as risk. So the system keeps activation high. This creates a strange paradox. Stress feels normal. Relaxation feels uncomfortable. And people misunderstand this. They think relaxation techniques fail. Or that they are doing something wrong. But the nervous system is simply using old survival rules. Another effect appears here. When activity stops, sensations that were hidden become noticeable. Fatigue becomes clearer. Emotions surface. Body tension becomes obvious. So relaxation feels worse. Not because calm causes problems. But because distraction disappears. Now the system has to process what was postponed. This is why many people feel worse on vacation. Or during weekends. Or when they finally slow down. Internal signals become louder. And without understanding this, people return to activity quickly. Work again. Stay busy. Fill the schedule. Because activation feels easier than stillness. At least it feels familiar. But then the system never learns that calm can be safe. So relaxation keeps triggering discomfort. And people begin to believe they cannot rest. When the system simply needs time to update its predictions. Because for a long time, calm was linked to danger. Not safety. And predictions change slowly. Especially after months or years of overload. Another misunderstanding appears here. People expect relaxation to instantly feel good. But recovery often passes through a phase where calm first feels empty. Or uncomfortable. Because the system is adjusting from constant activation to lower stimulation. And transitions between states rarely feel smooth. Especially after exhaustion. So relaxation may first feel stressful. Not because something is wrong. But because the system is learning a new normal. A normal where constant alertness is no longer required. And this learning takes repetition. And understanding. Because without understanding, people resist calm. They worry when rest feels uncomfortable. They think recovery is failing. While the system is simply cautious. Over time, something subtle changes. Calm becomes slightly easier. Stillness feels less threatening. Rest stops feeling like loss of control. Slowly, the system allows relaxation again. Not by force, but because safety becomes believable. And this often happens quietly. Because people notice discomfort more than improvement. So recovery feels slow. Even while adaptation is happening. And this explains another paradox. The state people need most can first feel hardest to tolerate. Not because they are broken, but because their system learned that staying alert was necessary to survive. And unlearning survival patterns takes longer than learning them. So if relaxation feels stressful right now, if calm brings restlessness instead of relief, it does not automatically mean recovery is going wrong. It may simply mean the nervous system is still adjusting to a world where constant activation is no longer needed. And when that reaction makes sense, it often becomes a little less frightening. And sometimes, that is where real recovery quietly begins.